Hey guys, you guys, you do one driving chat. So listen, for those parents who are raising children different than they were raised, right? How's it going for real? So, for example, like my children, I raised them to express themselves, right? To come to me if they have an issue with me or anyone else. It's like an open door policy. You can tell me anything. You can tell me about anything as long as you're respectful. And you don't say no crazy shit to me about nobody crazy. You know what I mean? Like, there's boundaries and limits, but for the most part, I am here. Whatever you want to discuss, we can talk about. If I made you feel a way, we can talk about it, etc., 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 etc. And I love this for them, right? Even the littlest one, he expresses himself. I have to remind him to watch his tone because who are you talking to? But I have to do it with love, right? So outside of that, I feel like I find myself struggling to, not really struggling, right? I feel like now I'm okay with it, but I'm still taken aback sometimes. But I find myself having to remind myself that the conversation that we're having is healthy. B, I need to have the conversation in a manner that makes them want to keep having conversations. C, I shouldn't take offense to anything that they're saying, even if it's negative about me, because that's their experience and their perception. And D, I'm always going to respond in a manner that explains my point without belittling them or making them feel less than or like their thoughts don't matter. Now, sometimes that last one is a bit of a struggle because no matter what you say or how you say it, if you don't agree with them or you don't automatically revert something that you did or whatever the case is, they will still feel like, oh, you don't care. And that's not necessarily the case because I care. That's why I heard you out. But just because you have a problem with it does not mean that I now as a parent am going to revert what I said because I still believe in what I said or did as a parent. You know what I mean? So anyway, how are y'all doing? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I have other parent friends, that I vent to and we talk to. Not really venting, but we converse about it, and I know I am not alone in the world. And we compare child stories, and I'm just like, maybe my kids ain't that bad. You know what I mean? But anyway, how's it going? Because I know it's hard. It's hard to go against everything that's in your brain because that's how you were taught. And I feel like most parents go off of how they were taught, what they were taught, how they were treated, how they were raised, etc., 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 etc. And I try to give my kids autonomy whenever possible, within reason. And so that's also a struggle too for even some people in my family. They're just like, why do they have a choice? Why you let them do this? Oh, how can you let them do that? Just because that's how I am. So anyway, yeah, chime in. Let me know how y'all feel. Let me know your experiences. You are not alone. All right, y'all, bye.